And welcome back, everyone. This is Ellington, and here we are on Total War Rome 2. And as you can see, we are stationed with a unit of cavalry with an attacking army approaching these city walls. Now, what city walls could they be? I don't know, because there's a tortoise in my vision now. Thank you very much. I appreciate. Yep, just keep. This is an interesting view, though. Alright. Thanks. Alright, yeah. Well, that kind of ruined the whole thing. Anyways, we're not restarting. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Ellington here, and we are back on Total War Rome 2. And we are on the settlement of Athens. Athens is a pretty common settlement that we tend to see, usually attacked from this direction. This battle was sent in by Graikos. I totally and sincerely apologize for any mispronunciations. I'm not good at them. So, for the defenders, excuse me, we have Graikos himself as Sparta here, along with his allies of Athens, being commanded by Aurelian Gregory, I think is how it is. And then finally, Epirus being commanded by Jam. Now, for the attackers, we have got Seleucid being commanded by, of course, my thing I miswrote, so now I don't remember what his name was. I'm so sorry, Seleucid. Athens, Egypt, excuse me, we have Ezi, I think is what it was. And then Macedon, we have got GT333 Ski. Yeah. Hold on, I'm going to find out what their names were. I think he left a screenshot here. Yep, so Ezi is Egypt and Reski is Seleucid, excuse me. So a lot of times what I will do is I will write the faction and player names. I will type them up on my phone. And what happened was the thing that I typed them up on autocorrected without me realizing it. And ruined two of the names. That's why I was like, wait, I'm pretty sure that's not what the name was. But anyways, so what we have here is actually kind of a fun matchup. We have got the Greeks versus the Diadochi. So if you don't know who the Diadochi are, the Diadochi is the name for the generals that took over Alexander's empire. Okay, so Macedon was taken over by... Oh my gosh, the name is gonna sit here. It's gonna be on the tip of my tongue. Anyways, well, I'll get back to them. I think it was, oh man, it's gonna piss me off. So you have Seleucid, which was one of Alexander's generals, and then Egypt was taken over by Ptolemy, which is one of the reasons why there's been such a big kerfuffle about the new Cleopatra docu-series on Netflix. I'm not going to get into it, but the fact of the matter is that when Ptolemy, one of Alexander's generals, took over as Pharaoh of Egypt, then he created what is called the Ptolemaic line, which Cleopatra was the final member of the Ptolemaic pharaohs. But yeah, so this is kind of a fun little matchup because we have, once again, just like the standard Greek city-states. So you have Sparta, Athens, and Epirus versus the Diadochi. Now, technically, I think Epirus was one of the Diadochi as well, but maybe he wasn't a Diadochi. Maybe Epirus wasn't taken by a Diadochi, but regardless, while we look around here, I'm going to briefly look up on my phone who went to Macedon, because it's going to bug me until I figure it out. As you can see right off the bat, we've got, I think, Perioikoi spears going up against some Thorax. The Thorax are going to win that fight. Perioikoi spears are basically throw spears, but if I remember correctly, not quite as good. So the thorax are probably going to kind of start ripping through this pretty quick. Let's go look at another place here. See more thoraxes from Macedon setting up. Now Sparta is holding, looks like he's going to try and hold this whole corner. He got really lucky that this happened right there. I actually haven't seen this happen in a really long time, but it does happen. I'm still looking it up.
As you command.
Antipater. That's I was going to say Antigone, but it's Antipater. Now over here we've got Epirus with a bunch of Samnite warriors going up against a bunch of thorax swords. Now interestingly, Samnites are not getting a very good fight here because, and they should be, because look how condensed the formation of the thorax is, right? If the Samnite, if Epirus wasn't using formation attack right now, the Samnites would be curling in around that thorax, and that thorax would be getting beat up much faster. And it's not happening that way. It's also, like, if on Seleucid's side, what they could be doing, first of all, you should not go into a fight like this. You should be going out fully drawn out if you can. The other thing is, if you're going to go the way you are, Javi into the gaps. Use your gaps. You know what I mean? Try to set up to get Javies going into that right hand of the enemy. Now over here, the Spartan youths, I think, are just now starting to fall, which I'm actually impressed with. But now Paroikoi spears going in. Here's the deal with Paroikoi spears. Paroikoi spears should be used in tandem with your hoplites as Sparta, okay? Your hoplites should be in combat, so like your Royal Spartans here, with the Paroikoi spear set up behind them to throw javies behind, so on and so forth. Paroikoi spears are not typically the first line of infantry you want in combat here. Got Helot archers. Tell me that that Sparta went better. Okay, good. He went Cretans. Good, good, good. Very good. We got a lot of hoplites back here. Now, I'm also a bit surprised that Epirus didn't lead off with his Italian swords here and then leave his Samnite warriors in the back as like the secondary line. Attacking artillery, got 0 kills. 245 kills by this one. What have they been blasting? I mean, it looks like they blasted a lot of stuff back here that the defenders are way stacked up. I will tell you that much. You know what I mean? This is beautiful, beautiful opportunity for the artillery, which is exactly where the artillery is going for. Let's see if he goes anymore. Does he have more ammo? Right now he's got 259 kills. Let's go take a look. I think he's out. Seleucid, bring your stuff forwards. I understand that these are your Silver Shield swordsmen and you want to use them immediately. That's perfectly fine. Bring your stuff forward. You can see he did put thorough spears up here. I like this idea. And he may not even know it, but I think he does at this point. But there's a citizen cav here that could have gone out and been a nuisance to him, but it can't. Egypt also has an Egyptian cavalry there. We've got some Hellenic Royal Guard back in the back by Epirus. I believe this is Ultra Funds. I'm pretty sure it is. There's a lot of upper end units in this fight. Royal Peltis General up on the tower. I'm glad he has not landed that. That would be a bad move.
With haste!
Royal Spartan so far, 25 kills, taking on Thorax. Combat even somehow, although the Royal Spartan is not in Hoplite Wall. I really wish this was somewhere else. If I was him, I would have this right here. Look at that. Oh, man. Yeah, I would put that Scorpion right here, and I would be blasting this area right here. Because to be perfectly honest, this is their biggest weakness right now. This is the place that is requiring the most attention. Syrian archers firing straight in. I don't think it's a good shot. I would hold that. Not only are you firing straight at the enemy, which is your worst shot, you're also firing straight into combat with an enemy. So really, in all reality, you're probably hitting your own men more than you're hitting the enemy. He's targeting the Etruscan hoplite, so maybe he's avoiding it a little bit, but not by much. Now, that Citizen Cav has moved. The one that was here has left that position. Think basically realizing that with the Thorough Spears, he really has no option of going through there, so... Thorough Spears ripping up a Thorax Sword. I don't know how that Thorax Sword got through. He might have snuck around. Here we go. Now Mastodon's on the loose. I would say the shots aren't quite as good as what they were earlier. Athenian archers moving up. They need to be really... Oh, never mind. Mixed it up. As I say, they need to be really careful about this, but that's the Athenian unit. Now, he missed a little bit of an opportunity. He noticed the gap, and he took it. But I'm guessing that he got distracted somewhere else and left that unit there long enough that Seleucid was able to come in and counter it. We do have the Citizen Cav Mastodon is in the walls, but as of right now, we still have a defense here. Mercenary Cretan archers from Sparta, all by themselves, they really shouldn't be there by themselves. And I'm not sure I like the one on the wall by itself either. It does have that frontal kind of protection, right? See, you know, it's got the crenellations, the Merlins there. But it's still by himself. If they wanted to, they could 1, 2, 3 and smack this if they wanted. They're trying to get their way in. Here's a Sparta now in combat. 139 kills, 46 kills. Sad thing is, there's a gap right there. If that Cav really wanted, he could go out and then come right back in behind this line. This line has been pulled out of position. Now they're desperately moving their pikes forward, but if they're going to move their pikes forward, they need to get these two archers up here to help this archer. See what I mean? What I was saying earlier, this archer, like, it's in a relatively protected position, but the problem is this line is not. These guys on the front, they're protected. The guys on the back are not. And not only are they not, they're facing the wrong way, so they're getting shot in the back. Over here seems to be fine. Macedon, I don't think Macedon has enough to finish this attack. Now over here, things are, I think, a little bit more dicey for the defenders. This is the kind of place that one wrong move here can really cause some problems. One big problem they've got is they have massive gaps in the line. As of right now, the attackers are not pursuing those gaps, but neither are the defenders. The defenders could be slipping behind and hitting the back of this line. You know what I mean? Do exactly what you were thinking about doing, but you know what I mean, you got caught. you do that exact same thing, but now you can't because now reinforcements have entered. Not only reinforcements, but now here comes the heavy hitters. We got the Silver Shield Swordsmen. Basically super thorax swords. Die, you bastards! Now, got more and more. So what do we got? Did he bring it all, or just a few of them? I think he still has a few of them outside. Yep. So he brought 2 of his 4 in. They do not seem interested in pursuing this yet. I think they're waiting for the big break, because I do think that they can make this happen. Especially if they get their Silver Shield swords into combat here, I do think that they will do well. Yeah, one of your thorax is exhausted, you could swap out your Silver Shields. That's one thing, you should have some units set up back here to be able to cycle the units in combat, you know what I mean? Keep those units a little bit fresher, get your charge bonuses, so on and so forth. Spartan pikes are not getting shot to death, and I'm a bit confused as to why. Citizen Cav came outside. They kind of get tied up with some Royal Peltis. Royal Spartan coming out as well. I think the Citizen Cav is trying to get into the archers, and they kind of are. He needs to get out of that, though. Go this way. You got free room to go this way. He's probably not paying attention. He's probably looking over at the other side. Which is unfortunate because he's missing a big opportunity. Macedon actually sending his archers in. Could be out of ammo. Royal Spartans in a little bit of an awkward fight here against the Royal Peltis. But here we go. Sparta's coming out. Sparta's coming to quash this. He wants these guys gone. Royal Peltis 238. Now the general is pretty fresh in combat. Sparta is doing very well. They're healthy. Just kind of scoping the battlefield here. Or the Silver Shield swordsmen are in combat. And I think he's got a gap. I think he's hitting the gap right now. I hope he's hitting it because it's there. Silver Shield swordsmen are using formation attack. Get rid of it, guys. One of the biggest tips I can offer you. There are rare situations where the formation attack can be beneficial, but I would say 9 times out of 10, you should just turn it off when you get into battle. You select all of your units to have it and click the little button to turn it off. Now Athens is bringing picked hoplites. He's got 2 here, brought them off the hill, and he's cycling them over to try and, deal with this. If I was Seleucid, I would put that Silver Shield right there. Yep. I would set it up right there. Now he's pulling out. Well, because of that. But to be honest with you, that's kind of his own fault. Like, I think he's kind of missing opportunities that are available to him. Egyptian cavalry are in the walls. The Hellenic cataphract has come over here. Whoops, that's come over here. We do still have the African war elephants outside. We have 2 Galatian Royal Guard, thorax sword. We've got some thorax pikes. Uh-oh. There we go. Get in there. You got to get in there right now. Unfortunately, Sparta was very quickly able to get stuff over. That's all right. Just get in combat. Keep moving in. Move more stuff in. You need to support this attack. You have the pressure. You have the initiative right now. You need to take it. Do we have any Dungeons & Dragons players? If we do, you should know how important is winning initiative. It is hugely important. So when you have that initiative, it allows you to dictate. That was a huge pull through right there. Thorough Spears pulled right through that thorax sword that is not broken. Oh, that's a big boo-boo. Yeah, I'd be real upset about that. This unit is still here, and he just whoop. Ah, boo. Because look, now he's behind this line. That's a big problem. Oh, that's... A lot of people would be like, well, I mean, it's not that big a deal. It is a big deal because while it didn't affect that very much, it allowed that unit to get in here and get behind the line. Ah. But this is also, you know, in a way, the attacker's fault because that unit shouldn't have been able to do that. They have so much stuff sitting outside that if it had been near to this attack, it could have intercepted that unit. But there was nothing. You know, this thorax sword that is now coming to the defense, you know, that it just took too long. You know what I mean? Very disappointing, though. Thuros is going to break, but it is dealing damage to this Silver Shield. It's also hurting the Silver Shield's morale. See how these guys just aren't fully fighting? That's why they're not really doing as well as they should be. Egyptian cavalry moving. Does he see a gap? I think he does. I think he does, but I don't think it's worth it. Here's a Sparta. I mean, he could be seeing that gap, and that's a good gap. Oh, yeah, that's a good gap. I accept this because there was a massive gap here. We can't account for the pathing of like men within the unit. Majority of the unit had a clear line to get behind here. That is a good move. I appreciate that. Good move, good move. A lot of archers there and slingers that are now going to be dealt with. He could also get the Scorpion if he wants. The Scorpion, 35 kills. Yeah, I think it's probably a good idea to just go ahead and start running that way. Also, Athens is an extremely open, cav-friendly map, okay? Having an enemy cav loose in this city is not fun. Is not something that you really want to be trying to deal with because it's hard. You can't just like set up a hoplite in the way. There's so many big areas in this settlement that this cav has a ton of room to move. Not only that, it's less likely that cav gets hung up and caught in tight spaces. Hoplites from Epirus moving up. Might be a bit late, but once again, where is the rest of the army? We have Thorax Pikes, we got Galatian Royal Guard. You know, this is a, you know, nail-biting area right now, okay? Nail-biting area, whatever that means. What I mean is the fact that this is so close to turning on its head when they had a really good progress going. But their big heavy hitters are sitting out here doing nothing. I'm not trying to be mean, but Egypt needs to commit his army. Egyptian cav needed to keep moving, and it did. 257 kills on archers. I mean, that's good. Well done. You know, like, that's worth what you got. But in the end, cav needs to move. Move, 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 move. As soon as you stop moving, you're dead. That's how it works with cavalry. If you stop moving, you're dead. Silver Shield Swordman, 250 kills. 243. 78, that's it. Unfortunately, Sparta is having to leave a decent chunk of his army over just to watch the breaches of the other side, because very easily they could throw a cav around and get in the back lines again. They have, you know, I guess the only cav they've got is the Hellenic Cataphracts, but they could still be a nuisance if they left those other flanks unguarded. I'm a little surprised they're not committing the Royal Peltist here. The Royal Peltist would be able to eat right through these Thorough Spears very quickly. I guess he's using his jabbies, that's fine. Mercenary Veteran Hoplites. The Macedonian archers have entered now. Oh. Glacial Guard. Glacial Guard. Where'd they go? Oh, there's one. Where'd the other one go? There he is. Couldn't see him. Glacial Guard are going to annihilate any mid-tiers they come in contact with. To be perfectly honest with you, outside of archers, the defenders really don't have a very good answer for the Glacial Guard.
By your command. Orders understood. Understood.
But look at this, poor Silver Shield swordsman just surrounded. Got the picked hoplite. Athenian general is out actually in the breach here. It is getting shot pretty hard though. Looks like Macedon's archers shooting at the picked hoplite. Macedon's Ballista only 77 kills. To be perfectly honest with you, that's not great. Seleucid did much better with his. Did the Royal Okay, so the Royal Peltist did go into combat, and he is winning decisively, but he's actually going up against 2 units. What they really need, they need to bring another unit over here to back this up, because eventually they're going to need to swap this. The Royal Peltist also using, you know, oh my god, my brain just went blank. Formation attack, excuse me. And as you can see, that's what, you know, results in like the super clean straight lines. I love the dolphins on some of the Athenian shields. Might get elephants. We're gonna get elephants. Oh, he's got to be careful. We got Rhodian slingers. So slingers, they can cause your elephants to go berserk. It's just a little bit harder to make them go berserk. Bounce power is even. I think it's very slightly within the favor of the attackers still, but it is extremely even. What they really need, they need these archers all up here supporting these elephants. Those elephants are already being hit by the slingers. Elephant does kill the Athenian general, though. Now, remember that the African war elephants, they aren't really armored, so they take the damage a lot easier. So he is losing them. He's got 212 kills with 3 chevrons on them already. That's because you remember he killed 1 picked hoplite, and now he killed another picked hoplite. Now he's going into Heroes of Sparta. So for the kills that he is getting really good ones. They are berserk, they're out of control, he can't really do anything anymore. And unfortunately, I think that means they are going to die.
Yes,
He's got 2 left. Let's see, what does he finish out with? 250? He is getting into Seleucid's units now. And now they are gone.
Cut them down!
Not the greatest move with the pikes.
Understood.
Remember, draw your line a little bit. I guess it's okay. I would just be really careful because they have easy access to your pikes. They can get around you, they can shoot you. This pike has 81 kills. They are bringing pretty much the rest of their army over. The general and one other unit seem to be staying over here. I don't know if that's on purpose or maybe he just didn't select all of them.
Orders understood.
The Hellenic Royal Guard has also left their position at the other side and have moved over by the temple here. Royal Spartans. So the Spartan Pike moved all the way back. He was taking pretty heavy losses to the archers. Now the Hellenic Royal Cavalry of Epirus actually getting around and getting into the Seleucid archers. They were pretty well exposed. Glacial Royal Guard coming over to help, but I don't know if it's going to be enough.
Advance at speed!
He's got 4850. So he's got one broken. He seems to, like, he's probably going to sack his gen for this. Don't know how good that is for him. Oh, and the Hellenic Cataphracts coming over here. They got 50 kills. I think they charged into this. Royal Peltus with 198 kills. They're down to 43 men, though. But look at that. They were just annihilating these hoplites and thorough spears. Got Hoplite versus Glacial Royal Guard. Glacial Royal Guard's going to win that easy.
At speed!
There goes the Hellenic Royal Cavalry. Trying to figure out how in the name does the attackers have so much balance power left? And how's there so much time left? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, Pike's out of formation. Hellenic Royal Cataphracts got a great charge. I guess not. Did they not have an attack order? What the hell? They got like no kills on that charge. They should have. I have no idea how this Pikes took almost no damage to that. Now the question is, does the Hellenic Cataphracts turn around and charge the Pikes again? No. He seems quite content to run away. What do they... So they have two Thorax Pikes, or, well, one, yeah, two. Glacial Royal Guard, Hurt Glacial Royal Guard, Royal Peltus General, couples tiny units over here. I have no idea how the attackers have this much balance of power left. Well, partially it's ammo. A lot of their archers still have ammo. Quite a bit of ammo. And ammo does have a significant impact on balance power. Picked Hoplite down to, what do we got, 45 men. We got a Thorax Sword going to try and beat him. Don't know that that's going to happen. Picked Hoplite is technically a better unit. If I was the Pikes, yeah, I would get in combat. I would give an attack order.
Hold! Orders understood.
Glacial Royal Guard just tanking it out, man. Just tanking it. Hellenic Royal Guard guarding the gate. They're kind of protecting each other. They're trying to kind of work in tandem to protect each other's flanks.
Double time.
Now here's the fresher Glacial Guard. 70 kills, but 2 chevrons. That's probably from killing the general. They should be able to beat these Royal Spartans. Royal Spartans, 220 kills with 2 chevrons on them. That's pretty good. I'm a little surprised that he's not... Yeah, that's what I would do. I would push into that. What I would actually do, I'd probably take this pike and put it here, and then maybe double up Glacial Royal Guard there. Aggressive Sparta, very aggressive. I like it. I don't know that you're going to win, like this specific thing. Royal Peltas are pretty damn good, and your Heroes of Sparta's pretty hurt. 3 chevrons, 287 kills. There we go. Here comes some reinforcements. Heroes of Sparta breaking? Bullshit. Lies. Oh, here we go. Yes, there you go. Good charge. Let's watch it. 89, 92, 95, 96. I would turn right back around. Right there. Oh, come on. He's open. Go right here. Or the Spartan Hoplites coming back in. That's probably the right call. I'm not sure his plan now. He's coming this direction. He's exhausted. Hellenic Royal Guard coming here. Now the Hellenic Royal Guard could literally just station up and, you know, stonewall him. So could the picked Hoplite. I think they're wasting a little bit here. Once again, I would take this pike, shift it right here, and I would take this Glacial Royal Guard and shift it right there. Because the Glacial Royal Guard, I think, would just eat right through these hoplites, once again allowing him to just bust through, while the pike takes on the better Royal Spartan. But it can do that because it's a pike, if you know what I mean. In mano a mano, the pike is going to be able to stand up to the Royal Spartan. The Glacial Royal Guard will beat the Royal Spartan. It's just going to take a lot longer. When, if he went up against the hoplite, he would just eat right through it, you know what I mean? Sparta actually took his gen all the way back to the cap point. I'm a little surprised by that. Okay, so Pericles Spears broke. This hoplite of Amaze is not broke yet. Egyptian archers shooting it now. There we go. There's the Hellenic Hellenic Cataphracts again.
Yes, Commander. Understood.
Hit the back of this. Or, I mean, that.
Orders understood. Attack that position. Cut them down.
Man, they just do not want to die. 70 men left, 69 men left. 138 kills on the Hellenic Cataphracts. Now we're going to get kind of a Thorax Pike v Hellenic Royal Guard. The Hellenic Cataphracts are kind of tied up on this pike. If they have archer ammo, they really need to be dumping into this Hellenic Royal Guard. Hellenic Royal Guard's going to kind of expose itself a little bit here. It actually is. Glacial Royal Guard can go right there.
Find the lines.
Yeah, I would take the tiny Glacial Royal Guard. I would slip it around, hit it in the back, while it is forced to contend with the Royal Peltis at its front. Hellenic Cataphract hitting the Royal Spartan again. What he needs to be doing, he needs to be ping-ponging between these two units right here. You charge this one, you turn around and charge that one. You charge that one, you turn around, charge that one.
At speed.
313 or 317 kills on the Royal Spartan, but it is gone now. Spartan Hoplite tried to catch the Hellenic Cataphract and kinda did. I don't know why they're not slipping around here, but what's going to happen now is Emperor's just going to fill the spot. Hellenic Royal Guard kind of backed itself to the wall, which is smart. I don't know why they didn't take advantage of this massive gap here. They very well should have. Now the Thorax Pike is going into the offensive against the Hellenic Royal Guard, and watch them die. The Pike on defense will always win, because it doesn't have to move. You shifting into the enemy Pike hurts you. They just stand there and kill you. He's got 90 kills on it now. I almost wonder if they should just put their pikes away and turn around and kill all those archers. Once again, here we go. Another Pike v Pike. Now, the difference here could be that, you know, the Hellenic Royal Guard is already extremely hurt. So the Thorax Pike might have just enough men to pull this off. Just getting a view of the fight here. Glacial Royal Guard is doing work, man. Okay, so both Hellenic Royal Guard pikes are gone. So what do we have left? We have an extremely hurt Thorax Pike. We have a extremely hurt Glacial Royal Guard. We have Hellenic Cataphracts that are about to break, picked hoplites that are about to break, a Royal Spartan General, oof, a Royal Peltis General still left. This is kind of hard to call, guys. Neither side has very much left. One big difference, if they have ammo, that could be really big. No and no. 51 kills on Archer is not what you want to see. Move. Move. Get that in there and move around him. 29 men left on this Glacial Guard. You have so many, they've had so many opportunities to move and get around and use gaps, and they just aren't taking them. I think it's a good call. Get the archers out of there. They're not taking a Royal Spartan on by themselves. I hate to say, I do think this is the attacker's fight here. And there's one big reason. So, defenders, one Royal Spartan. And while that is a very good unit, if the attackers spend or do this correctly, they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 units to take on this one, which means they can literally just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and just surround it. If he just wants to stand in this place, then they just go around. He can't cover every gap by himself. He's going to have to make a stand somewhere. I'm a little surprised he actually left the point at this point, because in all reality, if he puts a stand here by himself, they could literally just walk around him and go cap. But look at this. Oh my Lanta. This is a good call. He's not running. Real quick, we're going to fast forward a little bit. Got a little bit of running to do here. Spartan General is coming back. I don't know how he's going to play this, because the point doesn't give him a whole lot of opportunities of places to like mouse up or rat up, whatever you want to call it. You know, with his back against something, he could maybe kind of set up like this, but once again, they're still going to be able to get and or surround him. I don't really know what he's going to do.
Advance at speed!
So he's trying to set up kind of like right here. He's gone a thick formation. That's probably a good idea. The thicker the formation, the better your morale is. So it's probably the right call there. I still don't think he's going to pull this out, because they have some pretty good units left. Even though the Glacial Guards are weak, his general is still alive. So 117 men, so 157 men, 170? What did I say? 180 men between these three, right? 117, 157.
As you command!
Yeah, 180. Somebody's gonna be like, no, it's not. Curious as to how he's going to play this, though. The Royal Spartans are going to put up a fight. I just don't think they've got enough to finish it. I don't really know why he's chilling. If he has Javies, that's one thing. Can you guys fight? Come on, man. Come at me. Here it comes.
There is shame only in running. To arms! There can be only
Oh my god. Here comes the Glacier. What I would bring these guys around. The archers can only do so much. Really, the biggest impact the archer's going to have on this fight is the morale penalty from hitting them in the back. Other than that, it's not going to do much. But two even very depleted Glacier Royal Guard hitting you in the back is a very different story. I would honestly just bring my archers out of that fight and just hit them with the 3 elites. And turn off formation attack so you guys can actually fight. It's going to frustrate me. What do you guys think? Is there any chance the Royal Spartans pull this out? Leave it in the comments section. Let me know. I don't know why he's like, they kind of like melded there.
Charge! Cut them down!
Turn off formation attack. Orale.
Attack them with engage!
What's he at? 104. I don't know what this Spartan is doing, but he's just like forcing his way through this unit.
Back them down!
He's actually doing a lot of damage to it.
Back them down!
But one, I think the Royal Peltis is not being used quite correctly because of the formation attack.
Break the lines!
I think it's hurting him really bad. Basically what's happening is the Royal Peltis, I don't personally believe, is getting the full effectiveness that it should be.
As you command!
Now he's taking losses.
Charge! Engage!
Oh man, I don't know. 66 to 72. And if this general dies, that could be a huge problem.
To arm! Advance!
And he didn't bring a general ability, which means he can't refresh himself. He's exhausted. Use the whip.
Charge!
Oh, look at the red.
Yes,
That's it.
command.
That's GG. It has to be. It's got to be GG.
Engage!
Yep, there it is. Army losses.
Advance at speed!
The Egyptian general lived just long enough to help stave off army losses longer than the Spartans. Very, very close battle. All right, first off, for the defenders, we have Aurelian Gregor. I think I said Gregory, but Gregor, I believe is how you say it. As Athens with 1,752 kills. I mean, he did all right. He didn't do too bad. The two-pick Peltis held up pretty well. Veteran Hoplite's not so hot. The Archer's not so hot. Citizen Cav 101 kills. I'm a bit surprised by that. King Jam as Epirus with 1,700 kills. Rhodian Slingers all did pretty good. 2 chevrons on a few of them. 155 kills on the Linux Royal Cavalry. His infantry... Too many hoplites. Too many hoplites. That's all I gotta say. Way too many hoplites. Graikos as Sparta with 2,725 kills. Royal Spartans and the Heroes of Sparta doing excellent. The rest of his army, not so hot. Just because, like, they're not as good as these guys. So, now for the attackers, we have Ezi as Egypt with 3,314 kills, leading the entire game. Not very often that you get, this kind of thing. But we've got 221 on the general, 250 on the elephants, 267 on the Egyptian cav, 260. I mean, look at this. It's ridiculous. The archers did really well. Both pikes, 156, 137, 2 chevrons. Both Galatian Royal Guard. The other Royal Peltis. I mean, all across the board, extremely well. Reski as Seleucid with 2,377 kills. You know, I wish these guys did a little bit better, but the other two did really, really well. 243 on a thorax, not bad at all. GT333 Ski as Macedon, 1,794 kills. Archers did really, really well. Royal Peltis, that's not good. 253 is really good. The rest of his infantry did okay. They did average. But that is going to be it for today's battle. Thank you guys so much for joining. Don't forget that if you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, and we will see you guys next time.